December 28th. About 8 o'clock. Right at 8 o'clock. I just got set up for my morning hunt. Picking this same thicket that I hunted Christmas Eve morning and didn't see nothing in. Trying out my new single stick design for the first time. Definitely has a couple design flaws and just a little bit of some deployment issues I need to correct. Basically, I got my old helium step connected to my platform. Just got it bolted on there. And if you fold the steps out on the top, it makes a whole single stick platform and also provides a nice spot for hanging your gear. But I just use 2 lineman's belts to connect it. Rappel line, which is blue. But it's the only climbing rope that I had that wasn't 300 feet long. This seems all pretty sturdy though. I mean, there's a little bit of movement for sure, but I don't think even if I side loaded it real hard. No. Like I said, there's a couple tweaks I need to make, but I mean, I'm pretty happy with it so far. It'll get me through the rest of the hunting season. Only got a handful of hunts left. Better start watching.
So you'll notice in this hunt that I'm able to cross the flats fairly easily and make a shortcut up to that white oak ridgeline where I'm hunting. But in the next hunt, in the bottom right hand corner, a few days later, the flats are completely flooded and impassable, and I'm forced to make my way another probably half mile around the creek to find a spot to cross.
We're on our way back in. Had to skip a couple days. Now here we have this nasty December 29th, rainy, miserable day. I'm hoping the rain has stayed pretty light all day. And I'm really hoping it'll stay that way. good wind. Sneak back in here, see if we can't stay as dry as humanly possible, and try to find us a good spot and see what happens.
So I know what you're thinking. What the heck is wrong with this guy? But I just keep hearing the voice of my grandpa and my dad in the back of my mind telling me the stories about sitting out in the woods in these conditions, and they just look over their shoulder and a monster buck be standing there. And I just am ready to make my own story.
Okay, so we're back here in our setup. No issues with this setup today. Now that I've used it in practice a couple times, I'm very, very happy with its performance. One thing I'm not happy about is the weather conditions today. I have a great wind coming in here for my evening hunt, but we have lots of it's been sprinkling all day, literally until I'm looking out, all of that, until the moment I get set up and get all my gear attached to the tree, and all hell has colors. It all of a sudden come an absolute downpour back in this ravine. The wind has picked up by 10 to 12 mile an hour since I got back here. It was blowing pretty good before, but it is like really, really blowing the tree now. Not good conditions. I mean, I don't know, the deer could move. Don't get me wrong. Right at dark when that wind settles down, if this rain stays light, the deer could really, really get to move. And I'm in a really great spot. You see down here, triangle of scrapes. Kind of hard to tell if he's freshening them up today. They're definitely clean. He's also got rubs all through here. Crappy evening. You just never know. Sometimes these are the days. Until then, I'll be taking a tree ride. I'll tell you that I did not dress well enough for the weather. I brought the wet weather top in my camo hoodie and wore a couple layers. And I left the hoodie and rain jacket off with I'm just howling. And I'm pretty chilly. I'm still optimistic that closer to last light, we're going to start seeing some movement. And my wind is great. Just got my GoPro battery switched out. Probably work on doing a little bit of picture-in-picture, playing with that some. For the first time I ever done that. Well, it's 5 o'clock now. We haven't had any movement yet. But it's just getting into that lull in the wind at dark. So I hope oh shit, there's some right there.
It never ceases to amaze me how a deer can just stop and disappear in the backdrop of the woods. I keep watching these does down the ridge till long after shooting light, watching all around for a buck behind them that just never shows up. I only got a few hunts left to get it done. We'll try to get back after him next weekend.